The howitzers were brought into action, and from elevated position we could see hundreds of
deer. I saw the deer before you made a rock.
goodness.
I guess he didn't like your reading.
I guess not.
Located on Apache Pass in southeastern Arizona, we will explore the history of Fort Bowie and Apache Pass as I hike to the visitor center in the old fort ruins. Today, this peaceful landscape stands in stark contrast to the violence that once gripped this land. So see, not I can't pronounce some of my words right. Sleep sound similar.
Yes, they do.
We got a marker already.
Yep.
That was super quick.
It was super quick, huh?
This is super just crowded.
It says the trail to Fort Bowie. Your walk will be 1.5 miles to the Fort Bowie ruins. The trail enters a valley, passing several historic sites, and joins traces of the wagon road. There are exhibits and a small bookstore at the visitor center near the fort ruins. A ranger is usually there to assist and answer questions. Allow 2.5 hours for a leisurely trip and tour of the ruins. Then it tells you about thunderstorms and drinking water and rattlesnakes. And everything is historic and natural is strictly protected by law. No weapons, no metal detectors, no digging tools, no motorcycles, bicycles, or other wheeled vehicles. Enjoy historic objects where they are. Do not collect them. Pets are welcome, but they must be on a leash. Ruins are fragile. Please stay on the trails. Whew, goodness. Trailhead parking area. And it shows which way we're going to go. All dogs must be on a leash.
These should probably be wider.
Well, it's a trail, and generally it's meant for people to walk one at a time.
It's not paved, too.
Yeah, not paved. Ooh.
That's weird. Guys, do you see that? That's actually the first I've ever seen that happen before. Trying not the camera to be shaky, but my legs aren't that stable.
Okay. You come right across behind me. Choo 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 choo.
Wow. Oh no, stairs. These aren't bad stairs. It's
One
so
seed
tiny.
juniper.
One seed. It's just so tiny.
Yep. It tells you what the tree is. It's called a juniper tree.
But that thing was so tiny. Those are some ants. Might be fire ants. Fire ants are called fire ants because when they bite you, fire feels like you're being set on fire. Gun ants. Well, you know why they're called. Never heard of a poison ant.
Those are the mountains we hiked in. Not last week, but the week before. Mining cabin. Mining cabin activity in Apache Pass started when members of the California Volunteers discovered a gold and quartz-bearing ledge in 1864. The Harris Lode, as it came to be known, was later developed by the Apache Pass Mining Company, led by John F. Stone. With the expansion of the Fort Bowie military reservation in November 1877, all mining activity in Apache Pass was prohibited. The early 20th century witnessed a reactivation of old claims and establishment of new mines throughout the pass. This ruin from the later period was the home of Jesse L. Millsap, 1863 to 1929, a local prospector and well digger. For years, this structure had been unidentified until a park visitor said that as a boy he rode with his dad in a Model T Ford to visit his uncle at his cabin. Millsap perished when a dynamite charge exploded below him while digging a well. He is interred in the Bowie Cemetery 15 miles north of here.
That's kinda dark.
Yeah.
Something's just a little scary now. It's getting close to the spooky
It'll be
moon.
fine. Step up.
There once was a chicken. Its name was Bob.
Chicken named Bob.
Yeah.
Oops.
He made himself about. Everyone was like, no, the octopus will take you.
Just watch where you're stepping and you'll be fine.
And then one day he made that boat. He was gonna sell it. And then the octopus took him. He got free. He told the goose. Then the goose got the goose army. And then And then the octopus were destroyed. Isn't that just a happy ending? The octopus got destroyed. Those were some bad octopuses. That, I don't know what you call that, cactus or
Prickly pear.
Cactus. Cactus or cacti? Geese and goose are the same thing.
Whew. Okay. What we're going to do is come down and we're going to step over to the side here.
Why?
Because there's people coming and we'll let them pass. Okay? Woo!
Again, this name
That says cane choya.
yeah.
That's what kind of cactus that is. This one's a big step.
And what it did is
A quarter of a mile.
it found a cliff and it knocked him off the cliff. There once was a grandma and their child. I don't know how they made their chicken, but they never knew. One night, they went to the grandma's house. And then, the grandma called for them. They went down, and there was the grandma. Said, I ran out of meat, now I have to use yours. And then the young one got knocked out. Sorry. And then the grandma tried their delicious chicken. So you can see I did an air quotes there because it really wasn't a chicken.
Mm.
We're coming. This is your Jack radio stopping. Well, here's what I plan out it to be like. They're coming. The cactus being spinned around. They're coming. The pumpkins destroying. Then flying. The pumpkins are flying. They being demolished. The cats are winning. Pumpkins being smashed into trees, being obliterated. The pumpkins. The pumpkins are being obliterated. There's nothing to stop them. But then, the most terrifying.
That's a little bench.
We're stopping at the end of the story. We will come later.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah. Isn't that just a beautiful view?
It is beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, just dodge those rocks. We can see some cacti coming up.
Oops.
There are some different cacti, which I don't know all their names.
Yeah.
Have you? I know you're in Arizona. Yeah.
In March 1854, Lieutenant John Park of the Topographical Engineer Corps led a survey party in search of an all-weather route for the Transcontinental Railroad. After a march of 55 waterless miles through Sulphur Springs Valley, the party entered Apache Pass. They camped at this spot, described by Park as a small triangular valley with an abundance of grass and wood. For 2 days, the men rested, enjoying the Apache Spring and the friendly curiosity of the Apaches. A year later, Park found an easier path to the north. In 1880, the rail line was completed through Park's Railroad Pass between Wilcox and the town of Bowie.
Brown, brown, brown.
Oh, look how pretty that is, Jack.
Yeah. Wow, isn't that? I'm twisting, I'm turning it so the camera can see. Turning, wait. Yeah, I'm done talking. For now.
Half mile.
Yeah,
The trailhead parking lot is that way, and Fort Bowie is straight ahead. The Bascom Affair, Seeds of Conflict. In January 1861, Felix Martinez Ward was kidnapped during an Apache raid on his family's ranch. A young Army lieutenant, George Bascom, was charged with recovering the boy. On February 4th, 1861, Bascom arrived in Apache Pass with a detachment of 54 men and an encampment 200 yards from here. Cochise, a Chiricahua Apache chief, was invited to the camp for a meeting with the officer. During the meeting, Bascom accused Cochise of taking Felix, a claim Cochise denied, and ordered Cochise and other Chiricahua Apaches to be held hostage. Cochise escaped from the tent and ran up the hillside. The other Chiricahua Apaches, including members of Cochise's family, were surrounded and captured by U.S. soldiers. Bascom moved his soldiers to the Butterfield Overland Stage Station and fortified the building. The men spent a long night as they were anxious about what may happen the following day. Cochise, this says, cut the tent. Cochise escaped using a concealed knife to slice through the canvas army tent. The Apache remember this event as cut the tent. Oh, look. And then they put in a cute little picture.
Yeah, I
So
noticed.
that would be that one right there. And Cochise ran up that hill right there. And this was the camp that they had.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I showed the fancy.
You want to go first or you want me to go first? Okay, there's going to be a plant marker right there that tells you what Bigfoot is. Soap tree yucca. So Bigfoot is actually a yucca.
That's just so funny.
I ended up in front of you anyway, didn't I?
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yes. The viewers get to see the thing.
The stage station ruin. The Apache Pass stage station was built of stone in July 1858. Within its 6 to 8 foot high walls were a kitchen, dining room, sleeping rooms, a storage room for feed and weapons, and a mule corral with portals in every stall. The stage stopped here for a change of mules, a moment of rest, and what passed for a meal: bread, coffee, meat, and beans for 50 cents. Whew! That's a lot for 50 cents, huh? During the Bascom Affair, soldiers, Butterfield employees, and passengers sought refuge here. On quieter days, a burro carried water in 2 10-gallon wooden kegs from Apache Spring to the station. Increasing sectional tensions caused the Southern Butterfield Overland Mail route to be discontinued in March 1861. So this wall used to be as high as our back wall. And there were corrals and kitchen and all sorts of stuff right here in this rock section. The Bascom Affair. Cultures collide. The morning after Cut the Tent, Apache warriors appeared on the hillside south of the stage station and sent word that Cochise wished to meet with Lieutenant Bascom. The two leaders met in a clearing between the hill and stage station. After 30 minutes, the meeting ended abruptly and violently when a station worker was captured by Apaches. Both sides fled the meeting site as shots echoed through the pass. In the following weeks, Cochise took more captives and attempted to exchange his hostages for his family and warriors. His efforts failed, and Cochise killed the hostages. Whoops. The U.S. Army retaliated by killing the warriors in their custody. The battle lines were clearly drawn. More than 2 decades of warfare ensued. What happened to Felix Martinez Ward? Felix was kidnapped by Apache, but not Cochise's Chiricahua. He was traded to the White Mountain Apache and raised among the children of Nyundi, a local group leader. As an adult, Felix became a scout and interpreter for the U.S. Army and changed his name to Mickey Free. The Butterfield Overland Mail. In 1857, the government awarded John Butterfield a contract to carry mail by stagecoach between St. Louis and San Francisco. The 2,800-mile route was to be traversed within 25 days. A year later, as the stagecoaches prepared to roll, Butterfield charged his men, "Remember, boys, nothing on God's earth must stop the United States mail." He did not reckon on future collision with an embittered Cochise. For over 2 years, the Chiricahuas permitted the mail and passenger stages safe, if uneasy, passage through the Apache Pass. In exchange for gifts, they provided firewood for the stage station. Butterfield had the celerity wagon designed for the central segment of his route. Unlike the large Concord coaches used at both ends of the line, the mule-driven, lighter celerity could more easily negotiate the rugged mountains and rocky canyons of the Southwest. Now, there is a trail that goes off that way, but it's closed right now. Ruins Trail. So here we go. I bet our next stop is the cemetery. Yep, there it is. See what I say? I knew we were close.
We are going there. Oh boy.
Watch the ant hole. I want you to trip in that. Oh, you're afraid of the cemetery? Here.
Yeah. Haven't you seen the zombie movies?
Yeah. Look, there's the hitching post where you tie up your horse. Almost got. There's you a sitting bench.
Thank you. Wait, they have mail? Bruh. It must.
This tells you all about. Gives the names of the people here.
It sits there for the tourist. That's a good.
It tells you a little bit about them.
And then that's what cactus water does to you. Makes you hallucinate.
It says post cemetery. Knowing that persons now living have friends buried there, it may be a source of consolation to them to know that the graves of their departed friends at Camp Bowie are marked with slabs and that green grass grows upon every mound. John H. Marion, 1870. Post cemetery. The post cemetery predated the establishment of Fort Bowie when soldiers of the California Column were interred here in 1862. The area was fenced until 1878, when a 4-foot adobe wall was erected to protect the graves from desecration by post livestock. In early 1885, a picket fence replaced the adobe wall. Don't lean on that. And by 1887, headstones replaced the wooden headboards. Some simply read, "Unknown, killed by Apaches." Of the most decorated was Medal of Honor recipient O.O. Spence. Also interred here were military dependents, civilian employees, immigrants, mail carriers, and 3 Apache children, one of which was Geronimo's 2-year-old son. 5 months after the fort's closure, the remains of 72 soldiers, dependents, and unknown were removed for reinterment at the San Francisco National Cemetery. 23 civilian graves remained.
Now it's time to go. Apparently. Yeah. That looks like a man. Doesn't it? That looks like a little green man with a hat. Doesn't it?
Do what?
That looks like that cactus over there looks like a little green man.
Yes, it
with
does.
With a hat. Person with a hat. Man there would... Yeah, that's weird. I'm not...
Oh no, look at that.
What?
Age 5 months.
Oh.
One day we should become the Ghostbusters.
Go. You need to go because I walked into the... Whoa!
I'm sorry, viewers.
Mama pushed you, didn't she?
No!
Just dust them off. I'm sorry.
I fell. I jumped and then I fell. The camera is on. They just catch that.
Yeah. It got you falling? Okay. These have stickies on them.
Guide your way through.
And they don't... Look, there's a sit-down bench.
Hey. It's right next to the street.
Do you need to take a break, Bun?
Yeah.
Oh, there's another marker. Where she's going, not where she's been.
Not where she just been, yeah.
Looks like there's a little trail off that way.
We gotta run. Bigfoot's right behind us. Bigfoot's right behind us, man.
Oh, that is so pretty.
Hopefully they seen what made the Bigfoot come here. Because I don't know why Bigfoot can get here. So, where did Bigfoot get here? And how? Bigfoot can't do a car.
Watch out, there's Duty there. Pretty rock. Yeah. Hold hands right now. You want to go first? Or?
Now, the viewers can just see this. That. I mean, now they can see that. My viewers are gonna love me. They already do, but they're gonna love me more.
It says, please stay off walls. The Chiricahua Apache Indian Agency. The U.S. Indian agent Thomas Jeffords governed some 900 Chiricahua Apaches here in 1875 to 76 under the vigilance of the U.S. Army at Fort Bowie. Cochise, Chiricahua chieftain and friend of Jeffords, died in 1874, leaving the band divided in leadership and conduct. Some Apaches lingered on the reservation, while others slipped away to plunder Mexican settlements. In June 1876, the government removed the Jeffords and moved 325 Apaches northward. Removed Jeffords. Okay. To the San Carlos Reservation. However, many escaped and fled to distant sanctuaries to renew hostilities for another decade. The building. In 1984, archaeologists excavated these remains of a late 19th century adobe building, most notably the Jeffords Agency. The building had fireplaces for each of the 3 rooms and wooden flooring. Bits of adobe plaster and whitewashed wood were found inside. The rock shelf in front of the building suggests a porch. Typical buildings of the period had flat roofs covered with bush and earth, and small windows with deep sills. A likely corral behind the building pinned agency stock. To slow the weatherizing of the newly exposed walls, they've been stabilized with adobe plaster. The ruins are extremely fragile. Please stay off the walls. Their rooms weren't very big back then, were they?
Yeah. I don't even know how you could get a bed in there.
Well, you know, I'm going to say that one is probably about the size of your bedroom.
So beautiful. I can't wait for that to turn out great. It's beautiful. That's actually... No, it's back to me.
You ready, bud?
Yeah.
Let's move, Jack.
1 mile mark. Woohoo, Mom's getting good, huh? So we're more than halfway there. The Battle of Apache Pass, July 15th through 16th, 1862. An advance guard of 96 California volunteers marched toward the San Simon River to establish a supply depot for the California column, followed by Butterfield Road through Apache Pass. As they approached the abandoned stagecoach, Cochise and his ally Mangus Coloradas, with a combined force of 140 to 160 warriors, ambushed the rear of the column. The Californians countermarched from the station, driving the Apaches into the hills only to find they had taken up new positions around the spring. The Californians attacked again and finally reached the water after dispersing the Apaches from rock fortifications commanding both flanks of Apache Spring. This battle led directly to the establishment of Fort Bowie. Sergeant Albert Fountain chronicled the event. The station was by no means an enviable one. Men and officers were worn out with fatigue, but water we must have, and to obtain it we must force the enemy's almost impregnable position, garrisoned with bravest warriors of the combined Apache tribes. Our line dashed forward and advanced under a continuous and galling fire from both sides of the cannon until we reached a point within 50 yards of the spring. Then from the rocks and willows above the spring came a sheet of flame. I ordered the men to fix bayonets and make one dash for the summit, and the next moment we were over a rough stone wall and on the inside of a circular fortification some 30 feet in diameter. 50 or more Indians were going out and down the hill on the opposite side. As we carried the hill, a cheer came up from down below. As our comrades dashed to the spring with camp kettles and canteens, fire was upon them from the opposite hill, but we turned a plunging fire upon the enemy, and they were soon in full flight. The howitzers were brought into action, and from elevated position we could see hundreds of
Deer! I saw the deer before you made a rock.
goodness.
I guess he didn't like your reading.
I guess not. The howitzers were brought into action, and from our elevated position we could see hundreds of Indians scampering to the hills to escape the bursting shells.
That
Scared the bejesus out of me. Okay.
it hit me. I was like, deer, and then you got scared.
Well, I heard the noise, and yeah,
Hopefully we got
and I
that.
missed seeing the deer. In Apache camp.
Take a break.
Yeah.
You're getting tired, bud. All right. There's a bench right over there. Also a bench inside there. Okay. I think we're done.
Beautiful. That would also be like a part of my front yard. This would be the other side yard.
Okay, let's go, dude. Up.
Oh, that's much lighter.
I bet it is. You just freed all that water.
And that bug gave us a free pass. He said, I'm not even going to bother you. I'm just going to stand here and drink your water.
Look, there's no water here. He just flies up to us.
Just follow the steps. Look how big that tree is. Look at the base of that tree right there.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Okay, you're going to have to hold your own hand.
Well,
And look, that tree is all...
I'm
It
going
looks like it's been painted.
to call it the red oak tree. Red oak. Red oak.
This tree almost looks like it's been painted.
I'm still calling it the red oak tree. The red oak tree. I'm getting rid of that, the spiky tree. The spiky oak tree. the long tree. The long tree we always come on Christmas.
That's got to be the springs. Look at the, or it's just a normal wash.
The Christmas tree.
Yeah. Oh, we're almost at the 1.25 mile mark.
Here, you're right.
1.25 mile. So we only got a 1/4 mile left. That's not very far at all. Mush, mush. We went from the desert into a forest wonderland.
Yay! Forest. Yay! We're almost there.
Right here. Well, okay, you can't see it. Oops. Okay, stop. And lift it up.
Yeah. We're almost there.
We stopped over there when we were over there and looked at this through your binoculars. Non-commissioned staff officers' quarters. So this is where people live.
Yeah.
Jack, you're doing a video, and people would like to see this. All right.
I got so excited I forgot all about the markers. And then there's the little piece that's off that too. So turn this way. So you can see that over there. Okay. Well, let's slide over there then.
No worries about that.
Hello, how are you?
Just fine, how are you?
Doing well, thank you. Did y'all enjoy the hike in?
Yes, we did.
Good. Do we need a junior ranger for the next year?
Oh, yeah. Did you see his badges?
I saw the badges. I was like, I think I know what the next question will be.
You go over there and get your food.
There you go. What's your favorite color?
Red.
Red. Oh, do I have red? I have orange. This one's kind of like a reddish orange. There you go.
What do you say?
Thank you.
You're welcome. You guys have fun.
There's a dog.
Yep. The way it talks now, that's it. Oh, they got the covers too.
That's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh, how do they do that? The people's mind.
Too close, dude.
I thought that was actually someone there.
Did you see all this?
Yes, that's what I thought was a real person.
Oh, okay.
Look, kind of like it's gonna start moving. Kundamani. 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 I'm just making sure they can see some of this stuff.
See, now,
That's actually amazing how they do that, though. Looks like.
Oh, that's what it looked like.
break out.
Okay, so we'll slow down and jump out with this thing.
Look at that amazing view with the viewers.
Do you want to sit in one of the chairs or you want to sit in the
Junior Ranger, look. Well, I'll have to get your, when you get your badge, I'll take a picture of you.
And that's the little hut that we looked at.
Yeah! My house.
All sorts of stuff down there.
Yeah,
That's not
that's how you come in.
traveling into the western frontier in the 1800s was a long, hard journey. People had to bring many different supplies to survive the trip. What do you think people took on their journey? Circle each of the items you think people brought with them. What do you think they brought with them?
This.
We'll circle it.
I need some like Mirac. That'll be good. Theodore. Those are, you know how I didn't circle those things?
Yeah, that's probably a good thing because they probably didn't have them back then, huh?
Yeah.
Horses, did you know, horses have become an iconic symbol of the American West, but they are not native to this country. Horses were brought to the Americas by Spanish explorers in the 1500s. The introduction of horses drastically changed how people lived on this continent. Ooh, I spy. While visiting Fort Bowie, National Historic Site, you will see many different plants, animals, insects, and man-made structures. Take a look around the park. What do you see? Draw something that you find really interesting.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
You can do that? Or did you want to wait until we walked around? Or do you can do it now? That's good too. have to hold it. It's windy out here.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm done.
You finished with your drawing?
Yes, it's
You
it.
sure?
Yeah, it's it and an ant hill.
It's an ant and an ant hill? Okay.
Because I saw an ant hill planet.
Did you know Fort Bowie sits on 1,000 acres, and within those boundaries there are nearly 500 different plants, trees, and cacti?
It's like, what's big do this? I don't know.
On the trail. I know we can mark one of these off. Fort Bowie is home to many different animals. Often you will see clues that these animals live in the park, like when they bolt past you.
Like when they bolt past you.
Sometimes you will find its tracks, and sometimes you will find its scat.
No.
Can you match each track to the right animal? So this is the deer and the cardinal and the ringtail. And so now you need to decide, is that the deer prints? Is that the deer prints? Or is that the deer prints?
Actually, I can do this.
I know you can.
The little paws.
Bowie bingo. B is for Bowie. Let's explore Fort Bowie and the letter B. Walk in and around the visitor center and look for the different objects, plants, and animals that start with the letter B. When you find the item, draw a picture of it. Try to get 4 in a row for bingo, or challenge yourself to fill in all of the boxes. Did you know the name Bowie is pronounced Bowie? The fort was named for Colonel George Washington Bowie. Colonel Bowie shared a name with the famous American general who served as the first president of the United States. There's the bell. See the bell?
Yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
Yep.
What does it
It says, when you find the item, draw a picture of it. You have to draw a picture of the bell right there.
Oh. I am using it drawing bells.
Okay.
Bell.
Okay.
Bow. Bell.
Let's go inside and see the stuff inside.
Oh. So there's stuff outside.
Well, this here. That says bird, burrow shoe, a bullet, a bayonet.
I think I do. I think I have one bullet.
Okay.
Some more.
For black bear, bayonet, bugle, beads, basket, button, bonnet, buckskin pouch, bottle, butcher knife, bobcat, and a buckle. Let's see. There's bottles.
Hold on. I need some. I'm trying to want
No,
those.
that was kind of the shot part. That's good. See this little horseshoe right there?
Yeah.
That's the burrow shoe.
Making it look like it's. Then there was a. That looks like a belt.
I'm looking for a bugle. Beads, a basket.
How many have we gotten?
There's a basket. Right there, basket.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's a basket. That's the Let's get back there.
We've already gone 4 in a row though.
Yeah, but you're trying to make 4 in a row.
4 in a
4 in a row. It's bingo. You got to get 4 in a row.
How's it going out here?
You're drawing in the wrong spot. That one. Pretty good.
Good. Finding everything.
Close to it. We got it was talking about the animals where you got to match the feet, and we were walking on the trail and we stopped at the little hut down there. Or actually I think it was, anyway, we were stopped down there and I was reading the sign and all of a sudden there was this noise beside me. And then he was like, deer, and I missed the whole thing because I had my hat on.
Oh no! Yeah, the deer have been pretty active recently. It's a little cooler now, so I think they're just out and about and enjoying the weather. Yeah, they can startle you if you don't notice them there.
I was reading and looking down and not paying attention, and it just jumped right out. So he does YouTube videos. So we did. We hiked in the Chiricahuas not last weekend, but the weekend before. But that was our second time being there. So the first time we got to see a bunch of the Cody.
Oh, that's fun. They've been out and about a lot recently, so.
We got to see a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, there's some big troops over there.
Oh, he's already there.
And a dash. Okay, and then you're looking for P, and you got to put that in there. A dot, a dash, dash, and on that line, a dot, a dash, dash, and then another dot. Okay, and then you go back to A, so dot and dash on this line right here.
Dot.
A dot and a dash. And then C is a dash, a small dash, a small dash, just a quick little dash, a dot.
Here?
Yes, look, you're doing this. Dash, dot, dash, dot. Okay, you're going to have to write it up here. Look. Dash, dot.
What does that say?
Put another dot. Well, you just wrote, first you figured out that this said Fort Bowie, and this says Apache Pass, and that's what you wrote. This says create a Morse code in the space below. Did you want to try to do one down here?
Yes.
Okay, so you got to find the letter.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Baby, baby.
Okay, you are ready.
All finished? All right. Let me see your book. What was your favorite part of your visit today?
You still thinking? What was your favorite part so far?
Well, we sat down there underneath the.
Yeah.
Tell her.
When we sat under that thing, like when we sat under the thing made out of that logs.
Yeah, so the wiki up down there? Is that what you're talking about? That's
The
cool.
shelter back behind us.
Oh, they're modded back there. Nice. Yeah, it's a nice cool spot to go this time. All right, I'm going to give you that. And I always ask, do you want to take the pledge? It's up to you. Okay, let me grab it for you. Or grab it back. We can do it.
Would it be okay if I videoed it?
Sure. Yeah. All right.
Oh, my phone's not.
You lost it?
Yeah, low battery. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh, your phone's dead? Is that what you said?
Yeah, he's
Aw.
got his little camera there. He does YouTube videos.
Yeah, I told
Ah.
you.
Okay.
What's your YouTube channel?
Jack Adventures.
Jack's Arizona Adventures.
Jackson. Okay, I'll have to tell my son to look for you because he loves YouTube, and he's 10, so it's probably right around your age somewhere.
He's 9.
You're 9. There you go. All right, raise your right hand.
Yep. Other right.
That's okay.
Here, I'll
Raise
hold
a
this.
hand. Repeat after me. I
I,
state your name.
Jack,
Have achieved the rank
have achieved the rank
of a junior ranger.
as a junior ranger.
As a junior ranger,
As a junior ranger,
I promise
I promise
to have fun in our parks,
to have fun in war parks,
teach others what I learn,
teach others what I learn,
and help protect our parks.
and help protect our park.
Congratulations, Jack. You have earned your junior ranger badge.
You say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll stick you up in just a second.
Very
Okay.
nice. So how many badges do you have so far?
We have Chiricahua, Tonto, and Picacho.
Oh, you went to
Peak.
Apache Peak.
We
Nice.
live in San Manuel,
Oh, okay.
so we're backroading it here today. And
Yeah. Have you heard we have a Arizona Junior Ranger program? Let me get it for you. So this one here is the Arizona Junior Ranger Explorer. What you do is as you visit parks all around the state of Arizona, you go in and you stamp the page from the park. You get a ranger to sign it for you, so I'll sign the Fort Bowie one for you. And then there's some activities in here that you work on. And when you visit 4 parks and do the activities, you get a patch. So it's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll show you what the patch looks like.
we're gonna have to get him a vest.
So after you do the 4 parks, you get that patch and you can add it to your collection. You want to do that one too?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes? Okay.
Is that for just the national, or does that include the state?
It's
Was
just
Ari-
national.
It's just national.
Yeah,
Okay.
national park sites. We've got 22 of them in Arizona though. So you've got
And we've
quite
got
a
3.
few. And now you have 3. Well, if you head back to Chiricahua at some point, you can get a signature.
Oh yeah, we're
But
gonna be
as you
heading
guys-
back.
We have to go back now.
Go
We
back.
love it up
Yeah,
there.
you have a good reason. Not that you didn't have a good reason, but now you have another reason to go back and do it. Let me sign this one.
We also decided that we would like to move into your little visitor center. So
It's nice.
You can have that view on the porch outside. Absolutely. I agree. So here's where you stamp. So the stamp is going to be right outside by the front door. So you can stamp it with the first stamp. But there you go. Have fun exploring.
you say thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll have to have my son check out your channel, Jack's Arizona Adventures.
Yes.
Okay.
And he has 8 of them on there.
9. He's up to 9 now. Yeah.
My son's been asking me about starting a YouTube channel. Do you like doing it?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been talking about wanting to do one too. So we'll see.
We've done. He has the Chiricahua video. We did Tonto last weekend. Here today we have Picacho. What else do we have?
We did 2 on the Chiricahua. Love it.
That's a
Yeah.
great part.
Yeah. The Aravapi.
Oh,
Yeah, everybody's beautiful.
Oh, we couldn't find the trail, and then we discovered, well, the creek is the trail.
Right? Exactly.
We loved that down there, but we went halfway. Well, we went about 3 miles in, and then we decided, we probably better turn around. And we turned around, and by the time as we were climbing out, it started raining, so we made it just in time.
Just in time. Well, that's good. Those are fun things that you'll look back on. Remember that time we almost got stuck in the rain?
And we did Mount Graham.
Nice. I think we're going to do that tomorrow because
Oh.
my we haven't been up there this year. My son and my husband love to go up and hang out at the lake, and I was like, we just need to go up there.
Yeah, that's where we went. We went to the lake. It's beautiful.
Are the leaves starting to change at all yet? Or?
We were there. It was like a month or
No,
month.
it's been 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess it has been about a month.
About a month ago? Yeah. I'm hoping once we get up top, we're going to start seeing a little bit of fall colors peeping out. So, nice.
I'm so silly. Yeah, it was the 1st of September because we were up there on his birthday.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh. Your book.
Is that the right one, or they got 3 there?
Yep. Those are date.
Oh, okay.
When is the date? Where did it go? It's in the front, isn't it?
So we'll have to go back to Tonto, back to Chiricahua.
Okay. Make sure I put it right in there. Dude. There we go.
That looked pretty cool.
Yeah. I can spawn swords whenever I want to. There's no way. That's what I get for not looking.
Abandonment and reestablishment. With Geronimo's final surrender in 1886, the justification for Fort Bowie as a military post ended. Yet for 8 years it lingered until it was officially abandoned on October 17, 1894. Oh, goodness. The garrison flag, 44 stars then, was lowered for the last time. The 118 men of the 2nd Cavalry, accompanied by 9 women and children, boarded the train at Bowie Station for their new post at Fort Logan, Colorado. The fort's wooden timbers were salvaged for neighboring ranches and mines. Salvaged. In June 1911, fort lands were sold at public auction for $1.25 and $2.50 an acre. Wow. 70 years later on, August 30th, 1964, Fort Bowie National Historic Site was authorized by Congress to be administered by the National Parks Service, U.S. Department of the Interior. The lonely remains of Fort Bowie, ravaged by a century of weathering and abandonment, have a poignant, haunting quality. A wild and primitive historic western setting such as this is rare today. This quiet scenery offers an opportunity to contemplate your own family histories and to recognize those soldier, Indian, and frontier family alike who shaped our world. Theirs is a lasting contribution. Fort Bowie will never be restored, but it will be preserved for posterity with these subtle reminders of the vital life and history that was molded here, the stuff of which dreams are made of. This used to be the corrals in 1870. Turn this way. This was the corral.
Oh my gosh, it has.
You know what a corral is?
No.
To keep the horses and
Oh.
the cattle and stuff like that.
Part of an old wagon.
Yeah. You gotta turn yourself. Remember, you gotta turn your body so that they can see what you're looking at.
I can I can smell Bigfoot.
You can smell Bigfoot. You keep walking around.
Smells so bad. Don't you smell that? Don't you smell that Bigfoot? Yeah.
I hear it.
Oh, it scared him off. I know they'll scare Bigfoot off. Thinking he could give that one some water too. He didn't even. The last one didn't even bother us. Well, he'll find his way to us again. That bee that was going to drink that water is probably finished with the water now.
Yeah.
Just waiting for us. Mostly everything.
This was the mess hall and the kitchen. This is where they ate at.
Why is no one here?
The food might not have been that great.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess that might have been the mess hall, and this is. That's
Or maybe
the barracks.
this was Calvary Barracks.
I don't know how
2:35.
we better get back to the Bronco now.
I'm not finished. Hey, Jeff, can you give a shot of the flag with the camera? There you go. One at a time. Geronimo banned in captivity. Geronimo right, hands on hips. So this is here. This is showing they were in captivity, and that's Geronimo right there.
Yeah, it sure has changed.
Yeah.
I don't. There's no one there anymore. Yeah, I want to peek inside.
Don't touch the walls or anything like that. That's as close as we can get.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, this
You
is
are
okay.
doing rangers.
So that's the cavalry barracks.
Where the people skip most of the videos to like close to the end. Like and subscribe, please. Donate to the
This was the tailor shop. Labeled as cats of the service who were more likely to mutilate uniforms than improve them.
commanding officer's quarters.
Wow.
He had a 2-story Victorian house. It cost them a whole $4,000. Infantry barracks. So we walked up that way, and there's the general's house. Then we walked
Officers Row.
Officers Row, and now we're coming this way. The infantry barracks. Kitchen mess hall, 1883.
That doesn't look like thing I've seen.
They closed down too. Adjutant's office. You know what they're doing? Right there?
No.
Soldiers signal messages with the helograph. ... dash dash.
Da 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 da.
School. There's a school. That's where you would go to school at.
There's nothing.
Military regulations required every post to have a school, taught by a qualified enlisted man or civilian. If the teacher was a soldier, he received 35 cents per day extra pay, but he still had to stand guard duty.
Yellow guards.
The day the post canteen burned. Uh-oh. Post Trader. Skylar's store. So this was a store.
Can you show me the map?
Well, there's the old store Stonehouse, the corral, bathroom. The officers' billiard room, that's like a game room. The officers' club, the post trader's office, a sales room where they sell stuff. There's a chamber, there's a storeroom, there's a bar, there's a dining room, a kitchen, there's a court area, there's the corral.
You already said that before.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go that way. Subsistence storehouse. There used to be a storehouse there.
Oh, it must have been a pretty bad one. Because there's nothing there.
This was the guardhouse.
Oh, there's something there. Oh, we're getting further away.
And that was the bakery.
Oh my gosh. What happened with the bakery?
Guess they just didn't have the best donuts and nobody went there anymore, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. train.
Turn around.
No.
This is all downhill. At least a little bit of it.
One mile. How close are you?